Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I have my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, and we are going to go over some very interesting news from the Veve side today because the Twitter spaces and social media was going crazy yesterday about the Vaultaholics experiences with the Veveverse beta and what we have heard so far. So we are definitely going over this. We are, as always, starting a little bit with the entire and broader market. And if you're watching this later and not as a live stream, then make sure to check out the video description if some timestamps are there. I must say sorry for the last 2 days because I didn't put them in at all. But yeah, so that all after the intro. So good morning everyone. Tito420 is already here, so much hype. Good morning. I hope you have your coffee ready. Also Machankura is here. Good morning. G-Money is here. Good morning to you as well. So a lot of people here. Please guys, first of all, smash the like button if you haven't yet. That helps me quite a bit in getting this stream out to other people. Then also subscribe to the channel if you like this content and tick the little bell to always get notified whenever I go live. Smarty Pants is here, let's go. Motili is here, let's GM. Good morning. Yeah. And I want to thank my rare hodlers, my channel members here, minted behind me, for sponsoring this channel and for supporting me on this journey. Really appreciate you all. Means a lot to me that you are doing this. If you want to become a channel member, be on this rare hodler screen supporting this channel. You can do so just by becoming a channel member and maybe telling me which collectible you want as an icon if you don't have a PFP. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's jump right in, and we're quickly going just to look at because of yesterday at the Bitcoin price, which you see right here, just because we want to have an eye on the broader market. So yesterday we have been celebrating this pump here to the upside, and now we have exactly gotten what so this is Bitcoin on the 4 hourly. Usually I don't look even at the 4 hourly, but we see if we drag this together on Bitcoin, major confluence on this resistance line here in these last 2 months, where we hit our head right now, and now we are coming down to retest the structure probably. Hopefully it's not a fake out. That is all I can say about this, because we have been breaking out about this. Technically our target is to the upper side where we have the biggest support in history, the biggest resistance in history of Bitcoin. So we want to have that retested, but first of all we need to break 30,000 and stay in close above. That is fact, and yeah, that is what I wanted to quickly show to you. I'm not going to dive too deep into this because we have so much other stuff, but I want to quickly outline a couple of things regarding this, because people, when they see that there are lower highs put in, they get scared that maybe the bull run is over, or the bull run is not announced or not sufficiently announced. Conker says GM. So just that you see this here, we have a repetition of bottoms to peaks and crosses of cycle highs and lows. So for example, here you see how many days that always took: 700 days, 780, 924 and 980 days. So it always takes a little bit longer, and we're just at the beginning of an early bull. So yeah, don't worry about the minor swings. Obviously this is not financial advice, but if we zoom out here for Bitcoin, we see, and you will ask yourself, why is this relevant on a stream for the metaverse? It's relevant because, I mean, you're looking at collectible prices, you're looking at liquidity in the market, and if you look at the broader picture, and first of all Bitcoin, it shows you where the market is going, and the direction of the market is up since 2022 November. So it takes time. We see this in these broader analytics. So we see that it takes time until we get into the parabolic phase of a bull market, and that is where liquidity will also come to just sorry, a little bit under the weather here, but to the Ecomi token. So this is why I always discuss Bitcoin a little bit on the stream. And now zoomed out, I mean, it looks you see there's a green breakout candle on the weekly, and of the little retest we do not see very much other than a wick. So it's nothing to worry about at the moment. And even if we would come a little bit lower, we would retest on the structure, no problem at all. Now, also for the market, very important, and this is quickly, is that Ethereum has been seeing its top 10 addresses. Largest wallets hold 34.6% of the total supply, accumulating 11% more in the past year. So during that bear market, Ethereum whales have been accumulating. Again, this is relevant because it shows the state of the altcoin space, where it could be going, because Ethereum is the leader in the altcoin space. Obviously, maybe it's setting itself apart from the altcoins, but I have also one thing for the altcoins for you. But ultimately, we want to have that Ethereum whales can buy Veve NFTs, can go into the Veveverse that we are going to talk about one day, and we are seeing that people are getting bullish on, and you see the curve here of the supply held by top addresses is just skyrocketing, while Ethereum is deflationary. So while this collapse here in Ethereum has been going on, basically the ramp up here of the large wallets of Ethereum was happening. So again, this implies that the circulating supply that is still available to people will have a big squeeze, and probably the Ethereum price will pump hard at some point, which will lead to the altcoin space going up hard as well. We see here this is just the top projects by average daily 30-day development activity on GitHub. Obviously, Omi is not on GitHub. So Omi is not on here, and even if it would be, probably not as much development on Omi as these projects. But we see here Polkadot and ADA, HBAR, ICP, Chainlink is in here, and Ethereum as well. So, and Solana, Sui, XLM. So you all know these coins. These are the most developed on. That means for me, potentially these coins are also going to have a pretty big rally once altcoin seasons are going on. And when that ever is happening, as I outlined in my NFT bull market video, that is the point where profits are going to flow into NFTs. And when profits are going to flow into NFTs and the right measures are in place for crypto cash in, for example, for the Veve app, then we should benefit in the Veve app from this large liquidity wave. So that is why I'm putting this out here. So lastly, because I mentioned it, and this is the last chart for Bitcoin, then we jump right into the NFT part, so stick with me. And guys, by the way, 20 people here, smash up the like button. I'm doing a fast forward here on the Bitcoin stuff, but 2 days ago I discussed the Bollinger Bands, and now we have here an indicator or a chart that I need to explain a little bit. So here on the bottom we have the Bollinger Band with percentile. And if you compare the last two bull and bear markets, we had the same. We have basically the same structure. So in the bear market, this trend line of the Bollinger Band with holds 2 times, and then it breaks below and breaks above again. And we had that before, like with a touch basically on this line, but this time we even broke below. And that is usually where you're a couple of months out from the parabolic move. So this is a weekly chart. So even maybe only a couple of weeks out from a bullish move, we going for these weekend drops. Yeah, let's go to this one. So let's just see if Omi reacted. So Omi actually, Ecomi token did react. Actually came out of this trading range box just slightly, but fell right in. So we have to see. But I think the excitement of the Veveverse has been translating here, at least in the last 2 days, into the Ecomi token just a little bit, just by retail, not by whales. But yeah, there's nothing for the Ecomi token. So let's jump right in, and I'm going to base my opinion entirely on tweets because I don't have the Veveverse beta yet. And as we have heard from David and Dan, the Veveverse beta is given to people like the Voltaholics, people that use excessively and extremely hard their old showrooms. So I think that's okay, that's right, because you want to have people that really know what they're doing to give you the first round of feedback. And the first round of feedback is extremely good. So here we have the first post from Metaverse Live. The experience working in the Veve official, sorry, my throat was thirsting for coffee. Sorry about that. The experience working in the Veveverse beta has been a fun learning curve. Once you have entered the space, you may be tempted to just stick to template given to you, but with 3D creation tools, you can imagine so much more. I'm excited for when I can open my world to you all. So the people in the Veveverse beta, they are allowed to talk about it now, which is why there was a big Voltaholic space hosted yesterday. We are coming to that. I listened to a big part of it, not to all of it, but a big part of it, and the excitement was crazy. But so they are allowed to talk about it, but they are not allowed to put out video footage and screenshots and so on. So another one who got the access is Energy. I don't know if you are here today, Energy, but Energy is from the German Vevefam. Just one, yeah, the German Vevefam, and so that lets me talking to him in German sometimes and sharing some. He didn't share any like things that he couldn't share because they all signed an NDA. But he came up on that space as well and shared a little bit about his experience, and he didn't sleep. So he took 2 days off. He's from work to work in the Veveverse beta, and he just made a 48-hour run without sleeping, just building and doing stuff in the Veveverse. It must be so good, because I know that even if I was fucking excited about like a game or playing World of Warcraft or something like that, 48 hours is hard. So that must be really good in the Veveverse. And let me tell you, the user experience is beyond mind-blowing. I've been exploring non-stop, fueled by excitement and lack of sleep, and I can't even begin to describe how immersive and exciting it is. Yeah, and then some people are also asking questions here. I hope we can add collectibles easily and quickly. Energy says here, navigating through the virtual realm is a breeze, and the best part, it runs smoothly on my 2-year-old PC. Adding multiple is possible at once, and the accuracy I do not compare to the fat fingers on mobile. Yeah, so that is the feedback that a lot of people have given. Already here, some insights from the spaces also. There were several people on that had older PCs than Energy has. Someone said that they are using it on a regular MacBook, and it also works seamlessly. So the big question is how much of actually performance you need on your PC, but I think it's not as much as some might be expecting. So yeah, that is one thing. The other thing is that the showroom was a pain in the ass for everyone who wasn't like super passionate about it but wanted to build stuff from time to time. Now it seems that even if you have never used anything, you do not need more than a couple of minutes to understand what's going on. Yeah, then someone asked, you think it will work on MacBook Pro 3 years old? I really want to answer this question, but for now we can share specific technical stuff. So in the space, actually, some people shared what they have used and where it worked. So that is really good. And then we have also Brock McBlockchain coming in with several tweets here. Good morning, I have the Veveverse beta and now have permission to talk about it AMA. So ask him stuff. I'll answer if I can. So far, I'm really excited with it. It's super fun to build things. Seeing everything everyone else is building and the creativity, plus how insane the collectibles are, it's rad. So then someone says here, I've heard the collectibles are higher resolution in the Veveverse. Have you noted a difference? Also curious if the animation looks even better in the Veveverse. Thanks. Huge difference for the better, and that is also what reflected yesterday in the spaces of the Voltaholics. Is that they said that the colors were so vibrant and the animations were so detailed. Someone said that the gold is of the partner statue and of the first round of the golden moments is just so sparkling and really amazing and so on. So people were really blown away by the quality. And I can only repeat, so sorry about that it's only text and repetition, but we don't have access to the beta, and even if I would have access, I couldn't stream about it. But yeah, once we get access, we are going to stream the hell out of the Veveverse, that's for sure. So huge difference for the better. Yeah, now people are still unclear, like Brockman Blockchain here is still unclear about if he is allowed to talk about everything or not. Is it a different field than spatial or other Web3 iterations of Metaverse? Do we have a Fortnite level of creativity and graphics? Is it something that I'll want to open personally if I don't play many games? Is it more enjoyable than a YouTube stream or Twitter Spaces? Now, Brockman Blockchain says, I don't want to sound too overly hype. I think the tools that are in now allow a ton of creativity and fun. I think it's better than any of the metaverses I've used. The social stuff I think will lead immediately to watch parties and events, and that is really good, right? That is really good. I could see Vevefem using it over spaces, etc. I think solo mode is also fun and in of itself. You have basically a forever canvas with huge IP, but also shapes and stuff you can build into nearly anything to create the world you want. Think Minecraft, but high quality graphics and no resources fetching, plus IP from the things that you love. Social hanging, social building, content creation and more. It's all in one place, and that is really good, especially the social place. So a couple of things that I took away from the space that happened yesterday is, first of all, it's easy to use. There were people that are not gamers and that still were blown away by how easy it is to use. So there was someone, I don't remember the name, but someone also known to the Voltaholics. She is a mother and she just sees her kids gaming, right? And she does never game, but she sees it and she tried out. She was the one who said that she just tried it out on the MacBook Air, and she said within a couple of minutes she was able to place everything as she wanted, and so it seems that it's really, really user friendly for retail users, and that is what we want, right? That the retail user coming in having some collectibles can really use them when they see what others are building, what others are doing, that they just want to install it and do it themselves and not learn it like if it was Adobe Photoshop or something like that, where you need hours and hours of training to be able to do some basic things. No, people want to put their own creativity in, and apparently the current beta allows it. I think the next round of beta testing will show it. I think they will invite people that are not so experienced, like the Voltaholics, like energy is. Excuse me, guys. Energy is, and so on. So yeah, there we go. This is interesting. I think Brock McBlockchain has put out a couple of more posts with information. So yeah, 5 hours ago, so I was already asleep. It says still going on. So this the space from Tales from the Reso was still going on. I don't know if it is still no, it's not going on anymore, and I think it was also not recorded, but it is a very yeah, it was a very big space and a lot of excitement, a lot of excitement. If you have missed it, if you have seen some parts of it, that's good. So yeah, there is a lot of excitement. Fun fact: if you want to place down two of something in the Veveverse, this was also interesting. Um, Fun fact: if you want to place down two of something in the Veveverse, you need two collectibles. So you cannot have one partner statue and build like an arc of the two fingers pointing. Or so you need two. If you need four of something, you'll need to own four of them. Just as an information. That's how it should be, yeah, exactly. So, but that also means if you want to use a part of a collectible as something, and that's the beauty of what is happening. Now I'm already spoiling stuff because we need to talk about some collectibles here. But let's see first. Robert Freeman says 1206 here, so I can finally say good morning. Excited for the wrong Veveverse. So what's wrong Veveverse? You mean the real life? So now let's look at the drops that we are getting because season 3 OG already asked about it. So yeah, let's look at the trailer without sound of the first collectible. No wrong freaking theory. Okay. So yeah, let's look at this one. So this one is coming on Saturday. Let me know, by the way, how you feel about the first reactions to the Veveverse, how you feel about the drops today, and so on. Let me know in the chat. Let's discuss. So the Green Lantern is dropping here, another DC collectible. Very interesting. So DC is running a multi-platform strategy here. Looks really good, and it is animated. So I will have, with all that we know about the Veveverse, I will have to go for stuff like that, right? And also I need to buy an Astro Boy and so on. I don't know where to take all from the funds for all of this. People have like multiple stacks, but yeah. So this one is, I think this one is looking really good. Let's just run it here, and also we see like this camera going on the shoulder, that the suit is very detailed. So, and my theory always for these things is, will we actually be able to use them as an avatar? Because if that's the case, I mean, that would be a super awesome collectible to use as an avatar, for example. Imagine you could even use Astro Boy as an avatar when you're flying around someone else's showroom, or you visit the showroom, that you can at least use the animated ones. I would really like to use my animated secret rare Thor for that or something like that. So yeah, that would be amazing. So that one is dropping August 12th, so in 2 days. Today we have a comic drop, by the way. Don't forget about that one. Is this FA, was asked here. Yes, it is, apparently. And yeah, that's basically it. But the real banger is this one, because right back to back they announced the Luke Skywalker's X-Wing collectible. So this interactive Star Wars collectible is dropping on Sunday 13th. So we're going to go for the next ship here. And yeah, so that's basically the reaction. It's like, okay, just take our money. Sorry, we only take gems. Yeah, that's a problem. You should take crypto, man. You should take crypto. How do I buy gems? Yeah, okay. I don't know, man. But that's super funny. Yeah. Let's see here. Grew up watching the Green Arrow. But this looks nice. I'll probably go for it. Yeah, Green Lantern is not Green Arrow, but Green Arrow maybe. Yeah, I watched the whole the new version, the new TV series of the Green Arrow. Um, but yeah, it's okay, I think. G Money says, "Do you have your Ready Player Me avatar locked and loaded?" Not yet, actually. I have to do that. Mm, Good that you're reminding me. Yeah, yeah. I need my Ready Player Me avatar, right? But I really want to have collectible as an avatar. I really want to. What would I take? Not Electra, not Electra, and also not Toby. Okay. Smarty Pen says that's one of the key things I hope they get right. Flexing by being a rarely seen avatar, scarce collectible, will make it more special when we have tons of people playing in the Veveverse. Yeah, and also like flexing a rare one, but then also the all the ones that are not on like that are used cannot be on the market. Why? So I hope that while you are using stuff in the Veveverse, you cannot even list it in the market. That's my hope, so that that you cannot have it listed on the market at the same time. So that will just lead to super scarcity on some collectibles. And also, we have no information yet about the comics, but I'm pretty sure I cannot imagine. I mean, the comics are usable in AR already. They have an animation of turning pages and so on. They have high quality and yada yada. So I really believe that we are going to, or that we get to use the comics in those showrooms. And when that is happening, I'm going to build the biggest, not the biggest obviously because I don't have the coolest, like the $1,000 comics, I don't have them, but I'm going to build a flex showroom, and also maybe I'm going to back to collecting just a lot of commons, just to have a mega collection in my showroom or something like that. Cat Bronson will be my avatar riding around an Aston Martin DB5. Yeah, yo, Cat Bronson is going to be so desired as an avatar because it just looks badass. Mm. I'm pretty sure of it. So, but also, why would you? So for me, my avatar is going to be Iron Man, and I will fly around in this X-wing. That's my goal for this. So I really hope that these are usable, like that you can sit, hop in, and then that the engine starts and so on, and you get some light, and that these things just fly. But yeah, 40 years Return of the Jedi. That's why they are celebrating with all of these collectibles, and I'm pretty sure that this one here, if it's not too high of an edition size, this one probably sells out. So yeah. So let's see. But what do you think, like about the X-wing? I'm pretty stoked about the X-wing. I didn't think that they will drop this one, to be honest. So yeah, phase one closed beta invites. There's an article, Medium article, actually from I think from Women X Vivi. Yeah, there you go. Here on the top, they put together some information. So in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. Mary Poppins. Okay, so there you go. Imagine this: a glimpse into the Veveverse digital playground. So we have already seen the comet of energy here. Um, the enigma of secrecy. While our curiosity bubbles over, the beta testers are sworn to secrecy, which is no more, right? No more secrecy. An enigmatic pact that fuels our anticipation. This unique approach to the beta testing phase evokes an air of mystery, as David Yu, the visionary behind the VV, aptly puts in. The first rule of the Veveverse beta is you do not talk about the Veveverse. So here relating to Fight Club, here and the second rule is the first rule, right? So yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. It's true. What might it look like? Imagine the possibilities. As we eagerly wait our turn to explore the Veveverse, our imaginations run wild with the possibilities and speculations. Envision stepping into a virtual showroom where your favorite characters spring to life, each collectible meticulously displayed in a customized environment, which is actually exactly the case. So this guy here, I don't know if I can say the name, but Nguyen Tran, he says, accessed Veveverse, the creativity possibilities are endless. That's all I can say. Yeah, and this guy here also, I've been using the Veveverse home beta for a few days now. We can't share images of it, but we can talk about our experience. It's addictive. I've spent a lot of time building stuff. It's intuitive once you get the basics, but everyone is likely to have vastly different homes. That is crazy, right? Individualization. I think self-made is going to do numbers in a bull market. Yeah, why not? I just picked up 3 animated blues and beta for outside of my space. Blue and beta. Oh yeah, for the raptor. Yeah. So some people are already eager to build a Jurassic World. I saw that one. So yeah, that is happening. The green light has been given, and we are about to deep dive into first week into Veveverse. So that's the announcement of the Tales of the Risk. So once again, a shame that it has not been recorded, at least by Twitter itself. But probably people recorded good stuff out of it and are going to post this. So again, the excitement will be all over Twitter. And actually, let me go to my profile here because I retweeted one thing of it that is also interesting. Look at this. A nice viewer space. David and Vivi were actually also listening in, and as you can see here, there were more than 350 people. So after the screenshot, the number even went up to 360 and beyond. So there are a lot of, like, a Voltaholic space that is just talking without showing material has been getting almost 400 people listening in. So absolutely crazy numbers. People are excited. People are desiring for new information around the Veveverse. And the big question, the biggest question that I have is, will this delivery thing translate into stuff for the Ecomi token as well? Because if this is the case, then obviously the Ecomi token will have a very good time. And if this is the case around the halving, so around next year April, and this blockchain team is able to deliver and to integrate, and even integrating into the Veveverse, the Ecomi token, then things will turn around for this coin, right? So yeah, if we are looking at the chart, I mean, I showed this yesterday, but I want to show it again. So I always look at it in a logarithmic, but if we are looking at the overall chart of, I mean, no discussion here that it's down bad, right? But it seems to be flatlining, right? And it still stands the discussion if we are curving back out, right? Probably, right? So then the question is, how good is the delivery? But in any case, even if there's almost nothing delivered, we should be coming out of this. So yeah, a smaller portion is probably going to flow into Ecomi from my side, just because of the possibility that they are delivering on this. But I'm still cautious. Robert Freeman says, need a garage big enough for my 12 Lambos. Crazy. 12 Lambos is a lot. If the Ecomi token goes straight up, big line, smashes everything, then I think a lot of people will need a garage for a real Lambo. So yeah, I'll then have to build a garage first. But yeah, if this one goes like beyond the 1 cent mark in an instance, that would be crazy. But I think there are so many levels of profit taking that it probably takes more time, because I mean, the little bump here up to 001 also makes people that accumulated here 100% in the profit, right? We cannot forget that, and the ones that have billions of tokens and so on. But nonetheless, This is, yeah, this is, it looks, I just want to say, it looks like these altcoin bottoms. It looks a little bit bottomy, although we, as I outlined before, um, there's no volume, right? There's no breakout volume, but and then the indicators are on the upper side. So I'd say at this point in time, if you want, and if you believe that there's something coming for the Ecomi token, DCA is the way, I think, because I said this yesterday. I want to repeat it again. Even though that this looks all like a flat line, still the difference between here and buying down there is 20%, right? So even a move, look at this. Even if I put up all the chart, a move that you cannot see on the chart can be 20% in your portfolio. Don't forget about that. Which is why I always look at the logarithmic scale, right? So why I always look at this type of chart, because that actually shows you how the moves are in relation to other moves. So a 2x will be always, no matter which numbers it is, will be always the same size in this chart. But anyways, yeah. So Veveverse. What else did I take away from the streams yesterday? So apparently the lighting is very good in the Veveverse. So yesterday it was outlined in this Veveverse space that the quality of the collectibles and the lighting on the collectibles is way superior than we are experiencing it in the Veve showrooms usually. So that one was very good to hear, because a lot of people are always talking about the lack of quality of the collectibles as they perceive it in the smartphone apps. So apparently it is way high. What I didn't hear about is if there's any experience of driving within a collectible. So for example, the Lambo here that Robert Freeman just mentioned, if there is any chance that you can drive it. So yeah, we don't know about this one, but I think we have over 350. So this is also something where you can see if you are more on the investment side of the Veve app. We have 350 people that are so enthusiastic that they are listening just to experience reports on Twitter about the collectibles that are being used in Veveverse. 350 is double of what normal secret rare comic sizes are, and these are only the most enthusiastic and crazy people in on the Veve app. Not even to mention the ones that were asleep at this time, not even to mention the ones that are not on Twitter and so on. So there's really, really not enough secret rare comics and scarce collectibles for everyone. Especially the bear market scarcity of less than 1,000 editions on a lot of drops that happened lately. Even ultra rare exclusive Veve covers and so on. So there's the upside potential for collectibles, in my opinion, is extremely high. So yeah. Also, for example, take the animated Iron Man, right? The animated Iron Man is sitting at 100 gems. There are only 3,500 of these animated Iron Mans. So around there, that's maximum supply, right? So yeah, we can see what is going to happen if there are, let's say, another 350,000 people coming in the space. What would be like 100x? Is that 100? Yeah, it's 100x of what is actually there for this Iron Man, right? The same edition numbers account for Astro Boy. So yeah, it's just not enough for everyone. So I think, what other can I say then? At a minimum, a 10x on those collectibles, right, should be possible. And that's where my thinking starts. Ecomi token, collectibles, where to go, right? 10x for the Ecomi token would be 0065 or 68 at the moment. 10x, yeah. So yeah, 0065 would be a 10x. So coming up, you would have to come up to these levels here, somewhere here, like beat the previous high for a 10x on the Ecomi token. Yomi, what is going on? How are you doing? Hey, what is going on? We're just chilling, talking about the Veveverse. And by the way, while we're at it, we can just see what our whales are doing, since they since some of them have access to the Veveverse. Let's see. So yeah, the one that has been accumulating, so the accumulating is cooling off here on the whale side, and the selling of the other whale is also cooling off. So we see that this is up to date from yesterday. Yeah, so we see steady accumulation here. Wallet number 7 has actually minted 50 collectibles and sold one. So let me see if someone is going crazy. Oh yeah, number 40 has minted 116 collectibles and sold 26. No, actually not. But and purchased 26 additionally. Let's see if there are any other big purchases. 22 sold, but buying and selling, so it's a flipper probably. 68 purchase. So overall, like still positive net accumulation numbers. And the whale here sitting at almost 19,000. So this guy is still stacking, but the stacking has cooled off. Robert Freeman says, been stacking anime like Ultraman, and I just got 3 more Astro Boys. Yo, do you think, like Robert, do you think there's something coming with the Astro Boy? Do you think that Astro Boy has like a massive upside potential? Jomi says AI the way from all the way from Washington DC. I love your videos, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Jomi. I need to get Astro. I brought an Iron Man today. Thank you so much for that one. But yeah, so you see here that the whale activity is moderate. But I'm curious how the whale activity develops over time. But on the other hand, obviously they already have almost everything in their stacks already to try out the Veveverse, and probably only, like, I know that Dr. Profit here, number 2, has access to the Veveverse. I don't know about the other ones, but probably after a while, Veveverse beta being rolled out to more and more people will fuel purchases in the market, and also people going for drops, because they know what to expect from these collectibles in the Veveverse now. So that is good. And we see once again here on the top right, we see that the net accumulation is largely positive, except number 15 whale, who sold down to 7,000 from 11,000 collectibles. But the rest is just stacking. So, and a lot has been swept by this guy, and I think we will see this more and more in the future, that just someone comes in and sweeps thousands of collectibles at once. So yeah, I'm really curious where this all goes. And I mean, just look at your vault value. Look at your vault value and just think, if in a normal case scenario, just everything across the board goes 5 to 10x, what would that mean for your vault value? If your entire, let's say your entire vault would 10x, what would that be life-changing for you? Would that make a difference for you? That is what I constantly ask myself. Or if the Ecomi token suddenly gets integrated and goes back to 1 cent or so, would that make a life-changing difference, or would that make a difference to you? If the entire crypto space goes 5 to 10x, the altcoin space, and Bitcoin goes 3x, would that make a difference for you? It sure as hell does for me, as I have, like, I don't know, I think probably across the board the entire NFT and crypto portfolio is like a $30,000 more or less in. If that goes 10x, all of that, We should probably not will all of that because you never know. There are projects that implode before they even do something. But if that happens, I mean, making 300k from 30k, that would be crazy, right? And then you always have the secret rocket in the portfolio that could just do 100x or so. The same accounts for collectibles. So there's always the possibility that a super scarce collectible, that this just becomes the object of flexing, and where people just make videos how they purchase it for I don't know how many X thousands. We saw that with the partner statue suddenly being at 30 something thousand. People were buying it. Donny, 80,000. Someone bought it, right? Yeah. I was all over Southeast Asia when I was younger, and you cannot believe how big Ultraman and Astro Boy actually is. When I was a kid, Astro Boy was the first anime that I can remember on TV. I think once they crack into the Asian market, these things will be extremely valuable. By the way, the number 8 in Japan is lucky, so I would stack up on anything with 8s. Ooh, nice. So for Ultraman, yeah, Japan, and also for the Peelies then, because I think Peely is also very popular in Japan. So what do you think, with regards to Ultraman, what do you think, Robert, is the best one to stack? The 3D collectibles or the posters? Yomi says Apple glasses will make a big... Apple glasses are going to make a huge difference when people already know what the Veveverse is and they want to take it to the next level. Machankura says, cheers everyone, fiat mining time. Yeah, for me too as well, in a couple of minutes, so see you around, Machankura. Thank you for joining today. G-Money says, I got 4 Astros, massively undervalued, said to be the pioneering series marking the birth of modern anime and manga. Yeah, great insight, Robert, thanks. Yeah, absolutely. So it's extremely valuable to have people with this like unique experience and knowledge about the markets on the channel. So that is really good. Yeah, so I just can't wait for what is coming for the whole thing here. So this looks really good, and I hope that they can roll it out quickly for other people. By the way, if you don't follow me on Twitter, you should, because sometimes there's info coming out on Twitter just many hours before the next stream. Yeah, so how is Bitcoin doing? Let's just check this one more time. Seems like we really want to retest, so there we go. We are still red on the 4 hourly, but it's all good. It's all fine. We have time, I hope. Okay, so the Veveverse was exciting first information, it seems, and I really want to have access, and I want to be able to stream it. Robert Freeman says, I honestly believe both will be good, but the collectibles, I would say, would be the best. 3.0 is huge over there. They make action figures like Ultraman, but really high quality. So both will be good. Yeah, so the posters might be good for the Veveverse, but then again, there is also the side of just having a collectible without even using it, and so probably the 3D ones are better than. The way it shoots suggests gamification to me. The way he shoots suggests gamification. Oh, what do you mean? Like the way that Green Lantern shoots, or what shoots? Oh, the Astro Boy. The Astro Boy. Are you more bullish on Omi now? Yeah, kind of. I mean, it is like that. To answer this Omi question real quick in the end. Let's go on full cam for this one. So, I am extremely bullish on the concept of Ecomi, and I was extremely bullish on the articles that have been put out around Ecomi. I really liked what I read. I started the YouTube channel making videos about all of these mechanics that they proposed for the Omi utility program, with breakage fees, with fast track fees, with staking tiers. Yeah, so that all made me really bullish. And what the other side is that there's just no delivery on Ecomi. So we have not seen anything delivered for Ecomi, which makes me cautious, I would say. You also see that in the price action that almost everyone is apparently cautious. Otherwise, you would have seen some big purchases in the Ecomi token. And also, there's no exchange listing, which make me even more cautious, because exchanges do not need permission to list a token. They can just buy a bunch of tokens and offer it on an exchange. Gate.io actually did that back in the day. So Gate.io just listed the Ecomi token without asking questions. So it's not being listed at all. We didn't see any major listings, which made me even more cautious. On the other hand, the upside potential, because of the lack of things that are there, the upside potential is so high, because you have all the exchanges still coming if they come. You have all the mechanics coming if they come. You have all the integration and good stuff coming if it comes for the Veveverse and so on. So I see it from both perspectives, but at the moment I would more put Omi in the category of a wild bet, of a gamble, than of a real investment based on facts, because we just don't know if they will take another 2 to 3 to 4 years to develop utility on the Ecomi token, right? The blockchain team hiring implies that there's something coming before 2 to 3 years. But then again, we don't know when. So, and then I'm looking at, as I mentioned in my Ecomi panic video, I'm looking at opportunity cost, right? So quickly, I mentioned this. Had you in parallel put money around November or around December into Bitcoin, $1,000, and into Ecomi token, $1,000, you would have doubled your money in Bitcoin, and you would have lost money at the same time in Ecomi. So also, depending on the time frame that you're looking at, the opportunity cost is really high at the moment, right? So it's a little bit of a gamble there. You want to buy Omi token before it's talked about and before exchange it. It'll be too late after that. That's true, but I remember the same story being told 2 years ago already. Like 2 years ago, people already said, you want to buy it right now, at 0.005, by the way. You want to buy it right now because once it comes on exchanges, once the Omi utility program comes out, it will be just beyond everything and so on. So that was the narrative at 0.005. We are down almost 90% from that level. We are down 95% from all-time high, which is bear market activity. It's normal, but still, you have to see that many people are down like more than 8% on their portfolio just because they listened into that. So for me, I always say, probably in the bull run, everything that I say right now will be spun into a direction where I said don't buy the Ecomi token. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that be aware of the opportunity cost right now, and be aware of the chance, but also the risk that the Omi token poses. That is the thing. And the other side is, the other side is that it can, like, the altcoin season is, in my opinion, still many months out, so it can still go down below that, right? Yomi says I bought Omi at 0.067. Yeah, so look at you're like 10x. You need a 10x to get to this level from where we are right now. So yeah, obviously you can lower your average, but when it dips from there another 20%, like let's say you put in another $1,000, you just immediately go another $200 down, right? So it's always like, you can say you accumulate right now and put everything on this, all I'm saying is I will not put everything on Ecomi. But what I also want to do is, if we have another dip from here, that I will DCA into it. I want to get up to 3 million, for example, right? But I definitely do not want to sell. Like I see people that converted Bitcoin into OMI. Now, if Bitcoin pumps to, like, breaks overhead resistance, pumps to 46,000, imagine the opportunity cost, right? I started buying at 007. Yeah, look. So my average is at the moment 0028. Yeah, so 0028 is still a couple of X's out. So yeah, if I buy another million right now, I will probably bring my average down to, I don't know, 001 something. But yeah, G Money says I'm at 3.5 million now, but I would like some more. Yeah, so you also, yeah, so it's super funny because you always make price predictions, and I made this as well in the bull run. In the bull run we took half a penny as a basis to deduct the price prediction. So from half a penny we said, if it goes 10x, we're at 5 cents, right? So now we are not even talking about 5 cents, we're talking about 1 cent. Yeah. Jomi says, yes, I got 5 million and I wish I can get 5 more before 0008. YOLO PH. Yeah, so at the moment, so Ecomi is just, I'm looking carefully right now at the Ecomi price, right? Because it is coming out of this range where it was in since over 100 days. We see this right now. And if this, you see here, we were red a second ago, now we are green again. So the excitement definitely translates into the Ecomi token. I'm still cautious because we have seen this so many times. Look here, look at this range, like this range has lasted until it dumped 91 days. So we are a little bit longer than that, because now we are in the range for 104 days. But still, you can get a pump up and then just be immediately dumped down. This is why I say don't put everything in just because you get FOMO now. Because you can look at this pump, for example, here, or look at this one. Look at this one that we had. Like, we had very choppy price action, and then we just got wrecked here. Yeah, so we never know, right? I mean, this is unclear right now. The bottom could be in, and I could be completely wrong. That's fine, right? This channel is not built to be right all the time. It's more like giving opinion on something that I see. So yeah, you guys have your millions of OMI, and I have 2.12 million or so, and probably will be having 3 million, hopefully. And if not, that's also fine. So for example, the last days I bought 300 euros of Bitcoin. I bought 50 euros worth of Arweave. A little bit of Phantom. So yeah, there are other projects that I also bought. I didn't start buying the OMI token until now. I seen it was in a bear flag 2 years ago, and no one listened to me, and I patiently waited. Now I have all the upside, life of a trader. That's absolutely awesome, man. And I wish I would have had that site that you have. But what do you say from a trading perspective with that experience that you have? What do you say, Season 3 OG? Is the bottom in? And if so, on which criteria do you make that? Like, do you say this wiki action here, for example, is the reason that you see the bottom in? For me, it's always weird that I don't see volume. So yeah, but this is also because of the lack of exchanges. And then I see stochastic RSI in overbought, or not overbought, but like a momentum shift to downside. I see RSI on the daily relatively high. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if this will be just a lower high and then down again. I'm actually interested in a lot of projects, Jomi. New projects. I haven't even looked at many new projects. I know that there are some AI projects that are pretty interesting, but I really didn't deal with the new altcoins yet. But I should, because at some point there will be new coins that will do massive. That will do massively well, as in every altcoin cycle, to have a potential. So yeah, that's basically it. I didn't look at them. I mean, if we look here at the top 100, there are a couple of new ones. There's this, I think I don't know if Pulse Chain is new. I think so. Synthetics is now in the top 100. Casper is now in the top 100. Look at that. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of in the top 100s already that is new. Apparently, something pumped into top 200. Look at this, Unibot. Never heard about it, to be honest. So you see here that there are a lot. There's Tau. I think a lot of people are looking at Tau. There's FOMO in Tau at the moment. Um, Helium actually recovered a little bit here. 50% pump. I mean, holy, on the monthly. That is pretty badass. Here I used the browser from Basic Attention Token. So that is also good because you get Basic Attention Token while using the browser. Then Golem down here is up 34%. Let's look at top 300 if we have any Pampanachios there. Yeah, like 50% pumps left and right. 141 here. So you see, but the problem is yield guild games. So the problem is you have to really dig deep into these projects, like to know what you have. So one thing that I actually bought a little bit of just in case is XTP. I know that XTP is being shilled by some major YouTubers, but still there is something around it. Like it's something like an exchange. They have their own credit cards and they are stock market listed. So they are one of the few crypto projects that are somehow regulated by the SEC because of stock market listing. So yeah, XTP is one of them that I'm looking at. I am looking at the graph. It's not new, but it's a good project in my opinion. I have Chainlink. I have Arweave. I think Arweave is interesting. I have Cardano a little bit. But my biggest positions are Bitcoin, Vechain, and Ecomi. So these are the biggest for now. And one of the newer ones, but still around since a bit of time, is Render. So I'm also looking at into what Render is doing. I know that, by the way, I don't know if everyone is aware of this, but Render has at a certain point in time offered their services to Ecomi, and David Yu answered to Render in a tweet, we were not ready yet. So I don't know if Render is actually being used one day by by Ecomi Vivi, but certainly would be bullish, right, for both sides. StoreJ also is here in the top 300. Is another decentralized storage project. I have made a video months ago that I have Filecoin because of that, and Arweave. So two storage projects that I'm interested in because of decentralized storage and the concept. So Arweave is something like Google Cloud, how is it called? When the Google storage that you pay just crypto based and decentralized. So you pay with Arweave tokens for the storage that you're using. So a very interesting project in my opinion. But yeah, I am not quite sure yet which ones I want to bet some $100 or a couple of $100 on that may be a runner. But if you have any suggestions, guys, then let me know. And also, if you watch this later, let me know in the comments below. Any new? Are you still buying Vechain, or are your bags packed? I'm close to 100,000 Vechain or so. So I think I'll leave it for now. I want to have more, but since it's a higher percentage in my portfolio, I just want to stick with what I have and buy some other stuff. So I think at the moment I'd prefer to buy some new coins and some of the storage coins and so on over Vechain, but I'm still pretty bullish on Vechain. I think also what could be interesting is Optimism and what's the other one that came out and made some big headlines? Optimism and Aptos. I think Aptos, like they didn't have their bull runs yet, so they never had a bear market yet. They were born in a bear market and never had a bull market yet. So I think they could be also doing really, really good in the future. I can't say the bottom is in, but I only use support and resistance. I don't use indicators. And yes, I look at the daily and weekly. I found a base on the daily, which is why I started buying. Okay, seems interesting. So he's talking about the Ecomi token at the moment. So probably you're talking somewhere of this lower bottom line here for the where I suspect a bigger buy wall or something like that. Vivifox says, morning, good, I updated the tracker in time. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you so much for providing the VVX tracker to us. Guys, if you don't follow Vivifox, you have to follow her YouTube channel, you have to follow her Twitter, because I'm pretty sure she will be coming back with content once again. And also, guys, we have 30 people here on the morning stream, so please smash up the like button as hard as you can. We need the likes to get these morning streams out here. Yeah, so Vivifox is providing the VVX tracker, and by the way, if you want to buy her a coffee, there is on the VVX tracker, you just put it in Google, like VVX tracker, there is support me on Ko-fi, where you can just buy a coffee for her if you appreciate the dashboard for your own research. So that is also interesting. Yeah, so she did an awesome job to really give visuals here for streaming activities. I don't know if I'm one of the few that is using that, but I really like using that dashboard. So yeah, thank you so much. Gmon says, VFox, the real MVP, 100. Yeah, it is like that. VFox has already been two times, I think, a guest on this channel. I think it's time maybe for another round. As I said before, I've like a list of 10 people or so that I want to bring to the channel. Yeah, Matt Hyunjae says legendary. Yeah, that she is. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, this dashboard really helps, and there's also a market section where you can just see market performance, which is really good. So you can see here the percentage changes, and you can so you can see how the market is developing, the active, like daily active wallets and so on. So you see here, like 8,000 is more or less the line where it's going, and then new active wallets, we saw a spike here. So that's all really good. Like it's way better than looking on Immutascan, right? So you have active traders, you have trading volume, and so on. So you have drop participation, you see how many wallets get how many items, and so on. So there is a lot. Yo, Yomi, thank you very much for the super sticker here with a 1-up. So this is your first super sticker, it says here. So thank you very much for the $2 donation. And VFox is great indeed, says Crazy Dan. So you see a lot of fans here for VFox. There you go. Jomi donated $2. thank you so much for that one. That is really appreciated. But also make sure to drop one. I don't say you have to, but drop a coffee on Vevefox's coffee donation tip jar. And if not, I'll just drop in the next coffee in the next days here for Vevefox myself, which I already did, by the way. But from time to time, we have to feed her with coffee so that the so that the tracker is always updated when there is crypto morning coffee. But anyways, I'm going to have to go into the hamster wheel right now, as someone pointed out earlier, fiat mining. So yeah, I'll be gone for fiat mining right now. So see you all tomorrow in the live stream, wherever you are on the world. Have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I see you in the next live stream or next video. Have a